Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to this new playlist of Linux on programming knowledge. If you are learning Linux for development, DevOps, cybersecurity, cloud computing, then there's only one thing that you must understand first. What exactly is Linux? Most people think that Linux is an operating system, but technically that's not true. In this video, we will start from the very beginning and understand Linux, its history, Unix, difference between Linux and Unix, and the role of the Linux kernel in a simple and a beginner-friendly way. So this is the first video of our Linux series. So make sure that you hit the like and the subscribe button and stay connected to the channel for the most and the best videos on the Linux. Let's start. So before understanding Linux, let's first understand that what an operating system does. Well, an operating system manages the computer hardware and provides services to the application. And Linux is actually not a complete operating system by itself. It is a kernel, which is the core component of operating system. So it was created by Linus Torvalds in 1991 and released it as an open source, meaning anyone can view, modify, and distribute its source code. And today, Linux is used everywhere, from web servers and cloud infrastructure to Android smartphones and supercomputers. Its popularity comes from its security, stability, performance, and flexibility. Some popular Linux distribution, which is mentioned, that are Ubuntu, Red Hat, Debian, Fedora, and CentOS. These distributions combine the Linux kernel with additional software and tools to create a complete operating system. So now let's understand the history of Linux. So before Linux, there was Unix. In 1969, there was Unix, which was developed by Bell Labs, and it became very popular in universities and enterprises. Well, most Unix systems were very expensive. And then in 1991, the birth of Linux take place. Linus Torvalds, a student of the University of Helsinki, started developing Linux, and he was inspired by the Minix, which is a Unix-like educational operating system. He released the Linux as a free and open source project. Just imagine the level of knowledge he had. So, let's talk about the growth of Linux now. So, developers worldwide contributed to the project. Since it was open source, so many developers contributed to that particular project. GNU tools were combined with Linux to create complete operating system. Today, Linux powers the cloud platform, web server, Android devices, and supercomputer. Imagine the power of Linux. So now you might be thinking that what is Unix? As I mentioned earlier that before the Linux there was Unix, right? So Unix was a multi-user and multitasking operating system. It was developed by Bell Labs in 1969, which was also created by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. It was designed for the stability, portability, and efficient resource management. And it was widely used in servers, workstation, and enterprise environments. So the key feature of Unix are multi-user system, multitasking support, strong security, hierarchical file system, powerful command line interface. All these features were with the Unix, which was making it so much popular in universities and the enterprises. Now, popular Unix variants are also mentioned, like your Solaris, you may have heard about it, Oracle, right? AIX, HPUX, UX, all these were the variant of Unix. Now let's talk about the difference between the Linux and Unix. I'm explaining you because in interviews it can be asked, right? So you have heard that both the developer of both Linux and Unix were different and their release year was also different. Unix was developed before the Linux, right? It was open source. Linux was open source, but Bell Labs was mostly paid, right? And the cost for Linux was free. and Unix was commercial. That means it was not free. If we talk about the customization, so Linux was totally customizable. As I told you that it was open source and many developer contributed also, right? And it is Unix is limited. Hardware support is like there's wide range, and there was vendor specific only. Community support very large with the Linux, relatively smaller for the Unix, right? And the variants, as I told you, that Ubuntu, Debian, Fedora, and with Unix it was Solaris, AIX, all these things, right? These are differences between the Linux and the Unix. Now let's talk about some of the similarities that both are having. So both are multi-user operating system, both are multitasking support, both have command line interface, right? This is where we are going to work, right? So command line interface is present in both. Hierarchical file system is there, strong security features are there. These are the similarities which both Linux and Unix have. Now there is one important point is that Linux is not an operating system. Please make it inside your mind that Linux is not an operating system. Then what it is? It is a kernel, right? Linux is not an operating system. Linux is a kernel. So a complete operating system consists of application, system utility, shell, Linux kernel, and then hardware, right? This is what your complete operating system consists of, and Linux is just a part of it. Yes. So now what is this kernel then? If Linux is a kernel, then what is this kernel? Well, kernel is the core component of an operating system that manages the CPU, memory, storage, and devices. And it also acts as an interface between the hardware and software. That's why we think that Linux is also operating system. But kernel act as an interface between hardware and software, right? It controls the communication between the application and hardware too. So if I say that complete Linux operating system is what? Linux kernel, GNU tools, libraries, and application. When all these get combined, then we can only say that our Linux is having a operating system. Like Linux is acting as an operating system. But normally Linux is just a kernel, right? But don't think that kernel is something small, because it is a core component of operating system, right? It is a core component. Without kernel you cannot imagine operating system being working, right? Because kernel is something which is acting as an interface, right? Fine. So I hope you understood the concept that what is Linux, what is Unix, what is its history, and Linux is not an operating system. And this is all about today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understood the concept. Just stay connected with the playlist till the end, and I'm damn sure that you are going to command the Linux from basic to the advanced. So thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.